Hi guys, so we are back here with a recap of round number 9, last round in the Maia Chess Open 2024. I'm pretty excited to show you this game because I think it can be very useful, specifically in the opening and about how to react when your opponent just leaps everything that is on books, leaps everything you've prepared, but you see a move and you know it's strange and you need to do something to take advantage of it. So I'll show you this game, and of course, leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you have any question, and I'll be here trying to help and answer all your doubts. So let's start. I started with d4. She started with d5, and I played c4, Queen's Gambit. She played the orthodox defense, which I knew she was going to play. Takes, bishop d5, and this is all normal, like all theoretical. So bishop d7, e3, c6, pretty normal, bishop d3, and here she made something that surprised me but didn't scare me because there was no chance for this to be a novelty or something. I didn't talk to her and I don't know if she prepared this beforehand, but I don't think so, to be honest. So 97, 92, here we are about to get into the Orthodox system, which is like against the Orthodox. The system replaces Queen c2 castle and try to push f3, e4 at some point of the game. So here she played knight h5, and usually black plays knight h5 after the game, like after castling, or even after castling in a few more moves, but she played this immediately. So I was here thinking about, for example, bishop d7, queen e7, knight g3, but I was thinking that knight f4 could be pretty annoying because she's threatening my pawn and she's trying to take my pair of bishops, and I really like my light squares bishop, so I don't think that was the best idea. Of course I have to take because my bishop is hanging, but after she takes I just decided to go with queen c2 because the pin is not a pin yet, so the knight can't jump to f4, and after queen c2 I'm kind of keeping the possibilities open for me to do either short castling or long castling. So yeah, this was essentially the idea I got. I already checked this with the engine after the game and that was the best decision, so pretty happy with that move. And then she played g6, and here I knew that something was going wrong. I know she played g6 because if she sticks with knight f6, which is a move that seems pretty normal, I'm going to go with bishop f5. And I think she wasn't comfortable with the idea of me trading. Possibly I was going to do castle first and then essentially bishop f5 at some moments of the game. But I don't think g6 is the best decision. I think positionally talking is a huge mistake, and actually you're gonna see why after. So castle, rook e1, I played knight f6, knight f4. This wasn't my best move. I was just expecting her to take, and when I take back, just to control the e5 square, also to keep the file for me. I think wasn't an easy decision for her to decide to take, even though the engine says it was the best decision. But I think that was a pretty complex move to understand. Just leaving your opponent all the center. Oh, also my plan was to push f5. Leaving for that reason I left her take, and then I could have that possibility to break everything. But she didn't take me. She decided to retreat instead. And I played a3, which is a move that I'm pretty proud as well, because a3 is not a waste of time. It's a move that is going to help you in the future, avoiding annoying entries that your opponent may have after the game. So this is what I did. Also helps a potential b4. And yeah, this is what this move is doing. Just controlling future squares and waiting for your opponent to move something. This is kind of a position where your opponent would love to say pass, do your thing, but he can't. So he needs to play something, and then in that moment you can decide how to continue. So you kind of leave your opponent to discover his plans, and then you react according to. The a-frame move is a move that is kind of waiting for it to happen. So it's going to be easier for us to create a plan when our opponent has already discovered his real intentions in the middle game. So after bishop f5, I played f3, she takes, I take, and here I was pretty comfortable. I think for her to try to maintain the position, She should have maintained the possibility to trade. She should have maintained her bishop. So in case I take, his knight comes back to the game, gaining one time. But she takes, I take. Then she played queen d6. I retreat the knight. This queen d6 is touching my knight, so if I push, she's gonna take it. I can't push because my knight would be hanging. And when I retreat, I'm again threatening to push. I pushed. I got the center. She played this. She's threatening checkmate. Be careful with that. I protected with the queen. She played h5, and here I was also pretty comfortable. I pushed, and then I moved my knight to e4. Here I'm threatening queen takes, knight f6. Moves, I take, pawn takes, and the pawn is a huge weakness, which is going to be taken after rook f4, rook g5. So she noticed. She was about to move something, but she noticed. And then I moved my knight to d6. She moved there, and I blundered. Queen b3, queen c7, knight f5, king h7, and rook c1 was a huge blunder. Because queen b6 is a pretty lifesaver move, kind of forcing me to trade. But here, instead of queen b3, the move should have done queen f3, which was on my mind all the time. Right now, I don't remember what I decided not to. Of course, I had it in consideration. Oh, wait a second. I didn't do it because of... oh no, honestly, I don't remember specifically why I didn't do this. But I'm sure there was something. Let me go back to the moment on the game. So well, after rook there, queen b6 psychologically destroyed me because I started to realize that I was kind of forced to trade, and I didn't like very much my position here. I played knight h3, she retreat. I came here. I can rook c4, and here knight f5. She's threatening something. She's threatening a fork. She's threatening a fork on e3, and because of time rush, I played knight e4 with just a few seconds on the clock. And I blundered, guys. I blundered a rook. So we have come from this entirely winning position. Look at the bar. Of course, I was aware that I was that winning to a position where I blundered a fork. I honestly, I feel good about my game. Was one of my first games, official games, playing Queen's Gambit, maybe the second in my life, I think. And it came good. Then I blundered a fork in running out of time. Not an excuse. I'm just trying to say that I don't feel bad. I'll come back stronger after that thing. Of course, um, I'd love to win that game. I think was in my hands the whole game. I think I played way better the opening and middle game, but then I blundered a simple fork. And as I was saying before in previous videos, psychologically you need to be prepared to overcome this. I think that after queen b6 I couldn't recover from the fact that I was aware that I lost my huge advantage. So yeah, here I think that I have a million moves that are better than rook c1. For example, here the engine suggests queen d3, pinning the pawn and making the knight to be a stack because h5 is hanging. For example, just to keep the position and slowly work on it. This is what I always tell to my students, and they usually they usually listen me. So I should maybe start to listen more about myself. But guys, here you've seen like completely winning game that I lost because of a huge blunder, a rook blunder. So yeah, I don't think that after the rook blunder there is some much to talk. I just lost the rook, and yeah, this is life. Like in a second, I was with this amazing position, that whole center for me, a lot of dark squares weak, knights very bad in the position, not on their best, but it is what it is, as my friend Lily Korik would say. So I really hope you enjoyed this recap. This was the last round, and I'll let you know of my upcoming tournaments. I also want to let you know that I'm right now in Peru, my mother country. I was born in Peru. But I live in Spain. But I was born in Peru, and I'll be here for a month. So I'm pretty happy, and I'm recording right now from Lima specifically. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be waiting for you on future video. Of course, I want you to leave a comment and a like if you liked the video, and I really hope you enjoyed the game. And of course, I invite you to watch the rest of the rounds I played in the Maia Chess Open. Looking forward for more and let you know of my future tournaments. And of course, don't forget to follow me on social media to get the information before nobody. Bye bye.